Wow, wow, wow. How low can you go? After a pretty good Q2 earnings report last Friday, Carnival Cruise Line and the entire cruise industry gets a little roughed up, gets slapped in the face a little bit. A lot of us are surprised. This is not a financial show. It's a cruise community and cruise news show. Yes, we're talking about stocks today, but we're going to talk about how stock prices and this news could change your cruise and your onboard experience. We're going to talk about the sale of cruise lines, talking about fuel surcharges. We're going to talk about smoking in the casino. We're going to talk about events that are going to take place in the month of July and events that are not going to take place in the month of July. We've got an array of cruise news today. Let's talk about it right now on Island Time. A big happy Wednesday to all you Islanders. We are halfway through the week. Thank you so much for stopping by Island Time today. I am Derek, and together we are going to spend some time in the islands together. We're going to drop our anchors. We're going to discuss cruising and cruise news. I first have to thank so many of you. We have a big goal to have 10,000 subscribers before our July the 23rd cruise on the Carnival Horizon. We've gained over 300 subscribers the last 3 days. That's because many of you who watch us regularly, you comment below, you're engaged. You finally said, you know what, I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to ring that bell, and I'm appreciative of that. If you haven't done so yet, please consider doing so. We would love to have you as part of our community. Let's get started on cruise news because there's a lot to talk about. Let's first start with this. Cruise shortages continue to be a problem across the industry. Royal Caribbean has shared that things are getting better. Carnival has shared that things are getting better. But Carnival in particular has cut several onboard events. Yes, I use the word cut. Some people don't like that word. They say these are not cuts, but in essence, they are. They don't have enough crew members to staff some of these things, so they cut them. Let me know if you agree with that term or not. I'm not going to get mad at you if you disagree. I think it's a cut. Carnival Cruise Line, just within the last few minutes, did share their plans for July. Carnival plans to bring back several things in the month of July, but they're also going to continue to cut or hold things in July. VIFP, Platinum and Diamond parties are back. We shared that yesterday. VIFP Diamond invite lunch only is back. We learned today that the chef's table is also going to be back, returning 6:30. But there are several things that are going to be cut or paused through July the 31st. Pizza stations. A lot of you guys have noticed it's not 24 hours right now. They close at 3 a.m. Until 10 a.m. So it's not 24 pizza right now, but you can have 24-hour pizza by calling room service or pizza delivery. The afternoon tea time is suspended. Cucine del Capitano is still going to be closed for dinner on all ships except for Mardi Gras. The lunch option is still open though. Throughout through the end of July, dinner is still going to be canceled. Table art is suspended, and we did receive an update as well on other programs that people are waiting on. These programs are still closed. They're not coming back right now due to COVID protocols. Seussapalooza Parade, the Story Time, Green Eggs and Ham, Photo Time with Dr. Seuss, Tell Animal Theater, Behind the Fun Tour, youth programs for kids under the age of 5. And we learned today that there's one program not coming back, and this was popular. I actually like this. The lip sync battle has been paused ever since cruising resumed almost a year ago now. We learned today that it is not coming back at all. Of these things listed, what are you happy that is coming back? What are you proud of? Are you ready for that Platinum and Diamond party? Do you go to the chef's table every single cruise? Also, what are you kind of upset about? Do you like that pizza at 3 a.m., at 5 a.m.? Are you ready for priority boarding, faster to the fun? All the Seuss at Sea programs, let us know what you're missing, what you're proud is back. And did anyone else go to the lip sync battle? I thought that was a cool program, but it is for sure cut now. Let us know in the comment section below. We would love to hear, see, and read your feedback. Let's talk about this big stock news, and we're going to get into all kinds of different facets But after a pretty positive last Friday, stock jumped 12% at one point. Carnival Cruise Line today was slashed a little bit. Cruise line stocks across the board were down on Wednesday, with Carnival Corporation taking the biggest hit. Morgan Stanley slashed the target price and said that the stock could go as low as $7, but then came back to say the stock could go as low as zilch, nada, $0. It's gone. And it was pretty surprising after everything that the industry has been through, after the earnings report on Friday and the plans that were shared by the executive leadership team on how we're going to get from point A to point B. It was a surprising twist by Morgan Stanley. That's why we've seen such a big drop in Carnival Corporation stock and stocks across the industry. This was a shock to many investors, as just on Friday, Arnold Donald, president and CEO of Carnival Corporation, said that Carnival Cruise Line in particular will sell at 110% capacity. That's great news for investors. That was one reason for the pop. He also said we're looking at maybe offloading one of our 9 cruise brands. We might sell one of these brands because we're $35 billion in debt. Everything was positive on Friday. Morgan Stanley today, bam, cuts it, slashes it, said that it could go to 0. Here's what they're looking at. This is the reasoning for it. Morgan Stanley knows that fall and winter is upon us, and there's some uncertainty with what's going to happen to COVID. Are we going to see a resurgence? Could that cause some cancellations? Could that cause capacity levels to drop? Things like that. There's uncertainty there. The market does not like uncertainty. On top of that, there's fears of recession. Arnold Donald made it clear, right? He threw the pitch. He played the card. He said that the industry is recession-proof, and that if there is a recession later in 2022 into 2023, that they would be okay, but Morgan Stanley is not buying it. My question to you is, do you own stock across the industry? Do you own Royal Caribbean and Norwegian and Carnival Corporation stock? Let us know in the comments section below. There's some great perks of owning the stock, but as always, you have to assess risk. You have to be responsible with your money, and I know that all of you are doing that. The executive leadership teams for Royal Caribbean and Carnival Corporation can come together, and of course, part of their job is to make plans, to make sure that their companies are financially secure and safe, that they're growing, they're prosperous, because they want investors, after all, to believe in their product. One thing that's coming across the internet and across social media right now is fuel surcharges. There's a push. Honestly, there's a push from investors to say, why don't you pass on these extra charges to the consumer? Arnold Donald did not field any questions regarding these fuel surcharges, but Michael Bayley did just a few days ago on the President's Cruise. Here's what Michael Bayley had to say. The fuel bill for Royal Caribbean is, as you can imagine, it's massive, and it's gone up by a lot, he said. It's a huge chunk. The amount of money that they've spent the last quarter has gone up by hundreds of millions of dollars. But at this moment, we're not planning on putting a fuel surcharge on. That's great news for cruisers. On a 7-day cruise for 2 people, a fuel surcharge would cost you over $100 for 2 people. It's money the cruise lines could make. It's almost justifiable. In your cruise contract, all the conditions have been met for Royal Caribbean and Carnival to charge this fuel surcharge, but they have not yet. Carnival, again, has not yet. But we may see, as we get into later summer and fall and winter months, if fuel prices continue to sustain the level that they're at or increase, fuel surcharges are on the table. Michael Bayley, after saying it's not, we're not doing anything yet, he did say, I'd say we don't know. We've all seen the uncertainty of all of these dynamics. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or next week or the week after. So he did say these are in the air. They're trying to understand what the implications would be of a fuel surcharge. That means they're, if they make this announcement, what would the response be? Would it impact booking? Would people cancel their cruises? Instead of going on 5 cruises, they would go on 3 cruises. Would this impact you at all in the number of cruises you have booked? Let us know in the comment section below about this fuel surcharge. It could be something that we see at the rest of this year. The fall and winter will be huge. Do we have a resurgence of COVID? Do we have a recession? What do fuel prices look like? There are some unstable things right now, but I know many of us, we have cruises planned. We're going to continue to cruise. Islanders, I know there are so many choices and so many channels that you can go to be involved with, to spend your time with, spend your energy on, leave comments, liking videos, subscribing. I want to thank you so much for coming here day after day and not just watching this ugly face, look at this camera, but to be involved, to look below and leave comments, to like this video, to go to the Facebook page and post things. I sincerely thank you. We have an awesome community. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest in cruise news, and of course I will share new updates with you as well. I can't wait to see all of you in the comment section of this video as you share your thoughts, and I will do my best to respond to you today and into the evening. Islanders, have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.